please tell the audience who are you, where you from?
Okay, my name is Lefty Shivambu. I grew up in Zanin. Zanin is big. Zanin is town. I grew up in Zanin at Letaba Estates. So Letaba Estates, that's where actually I grew up. You know, like I was raised at Letaba Estates. Letaba Estates, we've got different. It's a farm, orange farms. You know, like they're selling oranges, bananas.
So you grew up in a farm?
I grew up in a farm.
Which side of Zanin? Litsitele?
No, not Litsitele. Not Litsitele. Litsitele is that's far. Letaba. You know Letaba Hospital.
Yes.
Letaba Hospital. Retabi. But Retabi is like a sort of a township.
So from Litsitele you go to side of Petanenga or Karuyan Kwanko?
Yeah, Karuyan Kwanko, you Petanenga, and then you come, then you ufita Binzulani.
Okay.
Then you carry on straight as if on Tarantar, you know Tarantar.
Yeah, Tarantar.
Tarantar. So in between Letaba Hospital and Tarantar.
Oh.
So there's a farm there.
Oh, on that big intersection, when you go up, you go
yes,
that side.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. So yeah, so that's where I grew up. At the place was called Shizumbe. I don't know what they call. You know, a long time ago. You know, like Mahua, like what they used to do. It's when there's there's different sections of farms.
Yeah.
So whenever a new white man comes there and start working, then we'll end up naming that. We call them compound.
Oh yes.
So we end up saying Kashizumbe. So like Kashizumbe. And then there's another one Omongwe, and then it's another place where not Petaneng, Katimbam.
Okay.
So I don't know where these things come from.
Oh no, I understand.
But yeah. So if maybe white man is got a big tummy, then we'll say Mafuta.
Oh, no, kid the nickname of Bopatra.
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So Mama, so it was Mafuta. Mafuta is huge, and then there's actually, and no, the whole name is Shizumbe. Actually, Shizumbe. But yeah, mine was at least a little bit better because the place was called George. Yeah, so it was better. So when you say George, at least but Mafuta was a nice place to be, but George was very, very small. Yeah, okay. Very, very small.
All right, thanks for making that understanding. Yeah. So we're going to have a master class. You are going to take us through what makes a sports photographer. How long have you been a sports photographer?
I've been a sports photographer since 1998. But let me say 1998, 97, it was more like a mix.
Yes.
You know, because I was doing stuff for local newspaper called Letaba Herald and Northern Herald. So I was mixing it like that time. But the most important thing that I really loved, it was more sports than the actual news. I mean, that time there was not much news. The news, if you go and shoot, it was very, very, I mean, news is just now, it's happening now.
Yes.
But Komahai in long time, it was more, community soccer, community sports, people doing sports. So that's what basically I was doing.
And I love seeing your old pictures. I hope you share them with us so we can show here. So when did you fall in love with the camera, and how did you transcend into working for Letaba Herald?
My late sister Jane, she is the one who gave me the camera. She came to Joburg a long time ago looking for a job, and then I think the boyfriend gave her the camera.
Yeah.
So when she came back, she ended up giving me just a small Mac and Drake camera. Like it's much nicer. A small one.
At the film.
Yeah, at the film. Yeah. So that's what I was called Kodak. It was a Kodak camera.
Yeah.
So from there, and then I actually went to while I was also I think maybe 17, 18.
Yeah.
That somewhere there, or maybe 19. Yeah, but normally nowadays what I do, I actually once saw another picture in 1996, but it's, remember long time we used to type in the picture, like when you go for photo, I mean at photo lab, then you print that picture. Like
when you are developing a picture.
So there's that picture that's printed in 1996. So it's written in the 90s. But you see, like sometimes I do forget, when you all started.
Yes.
But then when I look at that picture, I said that day, 1996, actually I was shooting pictures.
I
was already shooting. So now I started to calculate 1996 to maybe 1996 to now, how old I was that time. So that's how now I'm trying to develop to find out when did I really do all this other stuff. So at the time Herald, I a waiter after school, because he said the farmer was a waitress. So then there was some, the owner of the Taba Herald, they play golf. Like they play golf there, and it's a Orange Den, they call Orange Den Golf Club.
Yeah.
So they play golf. So after competitions on Sundays or Saturdays, and then they'll have like, like giving the awards.
Yes, yes.
So then I actually end up asking the guy, the owner of the newspaper, that, what about you? Maybe not come. I will maybe squeeze in, not waitering that time, giving them drinks. Maybe I can take 2 pictures, because the pictures I saw, it was just like a nice post pictures.
Yes.
Then I can like supply you, rather than you coming to the Orange Den Golf Club all the time. Then you can maybe do other things. By that time, the main owner said no, he was not really that interested. Remember, I didn't have even studying background, so I also understand. Also very, very young, like I think maybe the image also shows you like, this one maybe is not gonna do it.
Yes.
Then I end up saying okay. And then I went to the Taber in Zanin, and then I catch a bus again just to go and ask. But this time I went to ask his son, the guy's son. His name is Francois Pinar. Yeah, no, Francois Neyman. So Francois Neyman said, no, okay, I can give a chance, but because they've got 2 newspapers. The Tabernacle was more catering for the whites, and Gazambua Times, it was more catering for Liboa and Gazankulu. Like that's what they call it, Gazambua Times. So then they said, you can do this to this Gazambua Times. So go to townships and wherever you go, but then at least then if you can do that, then we will talk.
So you were taking random pictures, or you were following stories?
He said to me, because we love sports, you go and shoot, and then if the pictures are good enough, then I'm going to publish them. If they're not, then I won't publish them.
And then paying arrangement?
Paying arrangement, it was like 150 per picture.
Okay.
Yeah, 150. So actually, in a newspaper, that newspaper, we found like maybe like same as a record. Like we've got a lot of pictures inside. But then we found like maybe my highest salary, I think when I left, it was 200 rand. Yeah, the one that I was earning is it was mainly 150 if I pushed harder. Mainly 150. I used to write, though I'm not good at writing. I used to mix and also try to write that. They were always saying, yeah, writing is bad. So, but because it's a local newspaper, so sometimes when you go, they don't have a journalist. Mostly don't have a journalist, you must do both things. So mostly, but the other thing that I was so lucky, sometimes if there's a press release, I just take a press release. I said, no, the editor will just read and see how he can put that story nicely together. Because I remember also, again, it's from Koshikashi Dzumbe, it's Amelitawa Estates, the farms. It's I mean, English is something that in Afrikaans you taught yourself. So it's a mixed masala. It's not,
I understand.
It's not the one that it's like even now I'm still like say, hey, I'm still struggling when you look, but I can read, but I can still struggle to write. Sometimes even pronunciation, I still struggle to pronounce things. But the other day I had on radio, I said, no, it's not a problem about pronunciation. If you can, like, if for me personally, I said, at least pictures I don't need to pronounce anything. All you have to do, you can do the picture. So to finish it that side there, then I went to, it was Bangona Big 15 were playing against Litaba Young Zebras, I think. And then it was a local tournament. And then after, I got a back page and a front page. So then I gave the guy, I said, you see now, they don't want to publish it. And then it was black and white. And then I said to him, but you never gave me a byline, with my name there. He said, no, you don't deserve your name now. You must still push, Once you are okay, then I'll tell you. Because actually what I've noticed... So
you had a front page
for sports and also back page of sports.
But you were not credited?
I was not credited.
Yes, sir.
I was not credited. But I was not credited. But what I did, I took the newspaper. I asked him, say, give me a bunch of those newspapers. This was 20 cents. 20 cents. So I went house to house. Selling, but also telling them this is my picture. But there's no credit. But I said, but this is my picture. So that's what I was trying to market myself. Then market myself more all the time. Then I said, if you have got the event, please call me. If you have the event, please call me. So I marketed myself that time. It was no WhatsApp, it was nothing. And then when there's also like tournament, then I also asked for a whole lot of them. And I start giving to the fans and everybody. So that just people get to know it. So and it became huge at the end. It became popular.
So you grew the brand, the
newspaper. Yes. Yeah, grew the brand. Even my name also. So, but at the same time, but people when you sit with them, sometimes they said, but they can see that this guy is not making money.
Yes,
it was just the love of sports, and the love of photography also. So then after that, I didn't have cameras, and then I had to try to borrow camera from friends.
So when you were shooting at that time, were you shooting borrowed using the camera?
Yes, I was using the borrowed camera, but the borrowed camera it was from him, the Francois.
Yeah.
It was, I think it was a Canon, but it did not last. Oh, no, I'm lying. No, the first one was still the Kodak.
Yes.
So then while I was using the Kodak, then at school, I think standard 4, 5, somewhere there, or standard 4, 5, or 6. Look, it's not a problem about the age. Look, I struggle a lot with the thing. So even if Kali, even if you are 19, you are still in that standard. So I'm no longer. I used to have a shame, but I don't have a shame anymore now.
Yeah.
So one of the students dropped my Kodak.
It fell.
And when it fell, and then it's a Kodak. That time, plastic,
Yes.
So then but it still had in the middle. So I had to put sellotape and stuff.
Yeah.
So things were not really the same anymore.
Yeah.
Until then, Francois also brought me his Canon.
Yeah.
I think it was, I forget the name. What is the name? But No, if not, they are Canon. Then after this K1000 Pentax, K1000, you need that film it. So that's when then after. But after Leonela Robe, and then I have to try to get another camera from another friend of mine. His name is John Mudiva.
Yeah.
So John Mudiva, and he was working at the bank at that time. So I went into cash in because they were writing a check for that 150 rand. So I went into check in at ABSA so that I can have an account also. So then John asked me, "Oh, you have got a nice petty cash money." And I said, "No, this is my salary. I'm trying to open an account." So that's what. So John said, "Where are you working?" Then I said, "I work at the Tavera." Oh, okay. He's also a photographer. And then we started to have a relationship there. So, and then he can borrow me stuff and
2 questions. Explain your education, and also where did it end up from there to now becoming working for Galo Images?
My education, it ended at standard 8.
Okay.
At Senzamwesi.
Yeah.
In Congo.
Sure.
That's where it ended there.
Yeah.
How it ended there, it's because growing up at the farm, there's no food,
Yeah.
You struggle with so many things.
Sure.
Your mother's alcoholic,
Yes.
your brothers, not smaller brother, bigger brother, like uncle,
Yes.
all those people. So it was more like a hassle. So also the concentration-wise was not the same. And also, again, the teachers and little mistress that time, they were not so persuasive like the ones for now, like to push you to uplift you.
I understand.
But also I realized, I said, even if I'm struggling in school, because I was failing, so I was, and my other friends of mine, they were promoted,
Yes.
That thing irritated me. Some were promoted from sub A when I was with them. They're jumping, they were go standard one.
Yes.
So those kind of struggle also, it was, I think that struggle also affected me a little bit in my schooling.
Yes.
So then, but I said, okay, it's fine. Even if we just, like where we're staying, it's not the same. But what must I do now? Okay, because the other students are catching up with me, and the age-wise also, and everything. And also go school. When I'm at school, 99% I was having, it was a newspaper. So I was always having a newspaper. So when the student now I was always having newspaper. So one teacher once said, "Hey, but you always having a newspaper. Why are you always looking at the newspaper?" So the magazine, magazine. I was magazines security everywhere. Wherever I get magazine, I was just taking them.
Yeah.
Then after that, I tried to go to, I think, Damelin. That time, I think Damelin you can go because Then I tried to go there, Damelin, registered Damelin, maybe just to carry on with schooling.
Yes.
Also, I want to rag it down, man. It's not working.
All right, sharp. And then, sorry to disturb you. In the camera space, what kind of learning did you get? Whether practical or in terms of schooling, standard sit-down schooling, how did you learn to use the camera? You can include it with the story.
Yeah, camera, it's a self-taught. Yeah,
Okay.
well, yeah, we jumped that one. Camera is self-taught. Nobody taught me how to shoot camera. With that make and drag,
Yes.
that's what I started. I started just shooting like that. I know make and drag was a make. That's what they call make and drag. Just click and shoot. But at the end of the day, the subject is still very important.
Yes.
You know. So the camera was doing wonders. So I was happy, and it was a film.
So,
and then how I also, but also. While because as I said earlier, I was also doing some waitress at the Orange Dane, that golf place. So there also sometimes I can maybe end with 300 or 400. So mixing with it also, it was so easy now to start buying news like Worcester, you know. So to see other photographers how they do, try to more research.
Yes.
So it's a self-taught, but also taught by. It's like I call it what do you call it?
Work experience.
Exposure. But again, no, the word is disappear. But it's like you learning the hard way.
Okay. Yes.
You know,
yes.
you learning the hard way.
Yes.
So you're trying to learn from people that you're not with them.
Yes.
So
I understand.
you look at,
it's long. It's take time to learn.
Yes.
It's like photo if so you should find it to be too highlighted because you do not know how to balance the light and stuff. That was difficult.
That's difficult. Yeah. So that's how, honestly speaking, I learned it exactly the way like that.
Yes.
Then I started to look at other photographers' style, like the late Ken Ostabrook, but they were doing both. We usually winning, and I started to look with Judangwenya, and I started to look with Sowetan. So I was buying all the different newspapers.
Yes.
So because at the time era, because I know the stories can be longer, but to make it shorter. So when I started to pursue, like to say, I want to freelance also.
Yes.
For like Sowetan, Next Magazine, that time, and Little Bonner Magazine. But that was not more of sports, it was also everything. So where Peter Tina did the artist, sometimes you can go to him, or maybe when the festival comes outside, then I always target it, go to those places. Then, because of Francois also, for him not to give me the byline that time from pictures, he did give me a byline to the story. But the story was not good. Sometimes, you know, you find because the editors when they edit, but the community newspapers, maybe some of them are not really the toppest one.
Yeah.
So when I started sending pictures to Sowetan, Daily Sun, no, they're not Daily Sun, that was Sowetan, Star, Sunday Times, all those newspapers, those major
Your first contact with those people, what happened?
No, the first contact with them, I was just sending, I just go to Photo Lab, print the pictures, write in the back, like so and so, website, and then address my address.
You send the picture.
Then I said I go to post office, first lane, and then I put it there, and then send as a first lane. So then the pictures can go quicker. And the first thing is like, I think 1 day or 2 days.
Yes.
So that's what I was doing. But
fast mail.
Fast mail.
Yes.
Yeah, fast mail.
Fast
mail. Yes. Fast mail. When post office was still post office.
Yes.
Yeah. So because so the fast mail.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing. So Maragi Rumela, I was just hoping to see
your
picture. So monthly, it was monthly. I'm sure it is daily, but the magazine give monthly.
Yes.
So if you didn't see any picture tomorrow, go Sowetan, they means I must wait for monthly.
Yes.
But it's just going by. Yeah. And when you want to go there to page, so
you were sending them for free?
No, they were paying me. They were
if they publish,
when they publish it, they were paying me $250. Yes. So I was putting the address there, so they must send the check.
Okay.
So they were sending the check when I started. That time they were sending the check there. Sowetan, Sunday Times, City Press, Bonner Magazine, Pace Magazine, Next Magazine.
And do you remember your first published?
The first one from it was more. You remember Never Die.
Never Die.
It was a traditional healer who used pythons.
Yes.
Okay, I think it's the original one who was using. I don't know, maybe if there is other ones, but he's the one who was so popular at that time. I didn't know. So he had the 2 pythons. So if people come there for healing, then he was using the pythons. So I think that time was not fashionable. So that's the pictures that were published. So actually, the daughter helped me out to go there and take pictures. So the pictures were published by City Press. But what is the sad part of the pictures being published was a full page published. Why I cried? Because there's a gentleman who also saw the talent, and they said, travel with me to go. Actually, the pictures were published first by, I think they were published first by, not mistaken, probably maybe Bono Pace first, but no, Next Magazine. There was Next Magazine. Next published it first. But then he saw a story again. That is a story, potential story. So he was a seasoned journalist. So he wanted to redo those things again. But he journalist based at home also, I wanted camera. So then he took me there to go and shoot with him again. So that's when then it was full published on City Press.
The journalist took you.
Yes, back again to redo the story.
Yes, and then you took other pictures.
Yes, of the same person but different things. Not the same as the one that I took last time, but different one. But I think I got a better way of how you can portray the story and market the story. So, but the next Sunday, the pictures were published. No name for me there. Everything was his. And how smart he was. And I just saw him passing because I had friends. It was friends then, Tiani and Puni.
Yeah.
They were like friends, like the India. They were married. So one is about to say in terms of, when you have to go and print there, the dark room.
Yeah.
So I went there and gave them, because I felt like this is the best pictures for me. So I gave them the negatives. So I got a negative seller, but that guy was sharing with him also to say no, the negatives are with. And when I arrived, because I didn't go off sing, I saw him go in, but I didn't understand what is the whole story. When I told this guy, I said, I saw this guy was here now.
Yeah.
What they said, no, he said you asked for. When I told him they must give him the negatives. I said, yo.
So he took the originals?
He took the originals. So I don't have a case.
So are you still in relationship with this guy?
No. I'm not in a relationship with the guy.
But can you speak about his name?
No.
You don't want to talk about him?
I don't know. What's his name also? I try to, if I remember while we're talking, then I'll tell you. Yeah,
but so that was your first difficulty in the industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
The worst one ever.
Yeah.
Because I was so excited.
Yes.
We won a City Press, man. So huge. And then I tried to call so many people. I said, this is my pictures. This guy was already doing it. But I don't have a proof. The name is not me. Story and written. I think if not, I may not be 100% sure. Maybe something like Makwel. I'm not 100% sure with the face because it's long time. Yeah. But the story and pictures was written in. And it's a and he's a big guy, big even by giant,
Yes.
So and he knows my place,
You stood no chance.
Yes. So and again I didn't number to call people. I don't have friends. Like you don't have friends in media. I tried to tell City Press, hey, those are my pictures. I remember City Press editor Khali, I forgot also his name also, but he retired also. I tried, nothing worked. And then my fellow, and then I asked that lady who helped me, her name is San, the daughter of Ntate Never Die. I asked her, I said, this guy took all my stuff. I don't have money, I don't have nothing. And apparently when I heard that time, Bamu Philly 15,000 pictures and stories. And that time it's a hell lot of money.
A lot.
It's
even
a lot.
Today.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
So
because
no kill
straight, no kill, and little negative, no kill. And it was one of the best ones. So, but I have to ask to go and redo again. Because I'm trying to prove those were my work.
Yeah.
So,
and then into sports journalism, how did you get there?
Into sports journalism, after that, when I came to I left. I can mix because it's a long story. It can take the whole day.
Sure.
So then when I left Zanin, like Limpopo, and then come to try to my luck here. So when I was there, then the first place when I was staying with my wife, my girlfriend, then my wife now, I started that side. So then I used to go to Sowetan. So I go Sowetan. While I was that side, I made a relationship with the editor of Sowetan. His name is Paul Velasco. So Paul Velasco, he understands me. So So he did publish few of my pictures.
Yes.
Some of the pictures said I'm not gonna use them, but I see them. I'm happy, but they were not gonna be published. But I was just happy to see that somebody received something.
Yeah, recognizes.
Recognizes your work. Like Sunday World also. When Sunday World started, I applied for Sunday World also. They sent me a letter that no, they can't they can't take me. So also those kind of things. I said at least somebody have seen it.
Yes.
Yeah. So then from then I came. It's mine, I think. And then from then I came to when I came to this side. Then I was living from Pretoria from go again. Go that side. That side. Then from there you catch a train go train or takes go OD.
Yes.
And then get like fit more Bosman.
Yes.
Then after from Bosman, then I had to catch a train to go downtown.
Yes.
Yes. Where you wanna go to Park Station.
Yes.
So from Park Station I must catch a taxi to taxi to go Newtown. When I go that thing Newtown district, then I must get the last taxi to take me to industrial. So it was at industrial. So it means I was catching from Sluka I was catching either taxi or train, then in full some more Bosman. So from Bosman then to Park Station, from Park Station to wanna go next to Newtown, then Konokra over industrial go so what is that outside that side so it was the other side FNB that other side.
Yes.
So that's what was happening. But when I arrived there, always the jobs are gone because if I go with my 11 and get to my 6, you're not in control. So jobs are gone. Some like Paul Velasco, he's the one who was always giving me food. Said no, as I know you came, but there's no job because the jobs are all gone. People came early, then Then the other day when I arrived at Sowetan, the driver said Paul Velasco told the driver that no, they must take me back. There's a job in Pretoria. I was happy to go back to Pretoria so that at least I don't have to go back to Joburg. So then Kitamo Pitoro was a job that Sowetan was doing.
Yes.
They were at the Sowetan Pretoria building, that building here for Melanie, 2 for Melanie.
Okay.
So Sowetan have got offices. So Namara stayed in the car. So one driver, Verki Solomuriti, on mo Atreville mo. Solomuriti said to me, oh, you know what, Petronians are looking for photographer. Okay, oh, that's nice. So Lena Iksha was like more happy because Sowetan, Paul Velasco was helping me. But I won't mention their names. They didn't like me. Go back to Zanini. This is not for you. You can't work. You won't survive. So they never gave me a chance. Look how unfair chance. But I'm for chance because then I didn't have power. But they gave me food at least. But then because more when they said, "Babata photographer," then okay. Then so how do you get how can I go? It's Solomuri, that is Solomuri. I'll go Pitora News, ask for Peter again. So I went to Kago and then get like in the Samali Bible, Eberman album, Sisinia. So album, Sisinia, Sekilo gets the pictures like sort of as a portfolio. So then get so I asked her, no, I am looking for photographer and
yes, my
portfolio, this is my portfolio. Nothing else, no paperwork, but this is what. But Garkoyana, if you give me a chance this weekend, then I can prove. And if I fail, then it's fine. Then I'm gonna go back to Zani. But then it's got nothing to do with Leonor. I'm gonna go back to Zani.
It's what you told yourself.
Yes. So then I'm for camera. I don't know the trust. I'm for camera, and then I'm for films. I'm few films. Then Katse Chumaga Mobergi Eric Pierre. Then went to go Mamelodi the hostels.
Yes.
So when we went to the hostels, go Mamelodi.
Whose camera is it?
Camera Pitora News.
Okay.
Pitora News. It was Nikon. Nikon man. Buma. Because that time it was still film. I forgot the name, but I will check it. The cameras.
But are you shooting people or are you shooting sports?
When I'm there, I'm shooting people first. You see, I'm shooting people. So I give it like a go because I want fast spot because lens.
Yes.
But it was just to prove. So I give it like a go Mamelodi. So I was like, Eric, stand there. I go to Australia. Now I'm pretending like I'm shooting, but I'm shooting this guy. So that's what I did. So I was shooting Eric, but not shooting Eric. I'm shooting the what goes there.
Yes. So
I give back Pitora News. Then they publish it also. So when they publish it, so from then I realized there's a lake of sports called Pitora News.
Yes.
So I the lake of sports, and then I started with Matlazi Patler Garno, Livatango Garno. we must start doing school sports.
Yeah.
You know? So I started with the school sports.
Yes.
That's the start really of really starting for me professionally.
Sure.
So then we started to go to
what year was it around?
The year it was from 2001 upwards.
All right.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that was the 99. That's where I was at Photojournalist. I was just doing like mixed masala, not really.
Yeah, and then from there you graduate. You go to. I want to understand.
Yes. From there, then I graduated to Backpage Peaks.
Okay.
Yeah, Backpage Peaks. Okay, and from then I was shooting every time. So you know what? That's what I said. You must just keep shooting harder because you don't know somebody's watching.
Yes.
You know? So somebody was watching, and then end up saying to me, "No, Backpage Peaks were looking for a photographer. Actually, they were looking more for that time affirmative action photographer, black photographer.
Yes.
Because I think Backpage Peaks were also starting to be in a market for PSL and stuff like that. Yeah. And that time of 2006 World Cup year, I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Before 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that was Jamin.
Yes, that was Jamin, the one that Jamin won. Yeah. So I met with Gavin, and then Gavin said to me, come and join us. Yeah, and then when I told the guys at Photojournalist, it was very sad. You know, I told Photojournalist, especially Patricia again, she was so sad. The mom, she was very, very touchy. Like, why you left? I said, no, and no, I wanted to stay, but I was thinking because sports, that's what I really love. You know, I used to love this, but now I've developed this. And plus, Gavin Baga also said you'll travel all over. You know, you get happy that day, you travel all over the show. You know, so then I joined Backpage Peaks, but at Backpage Peaks also I did not last. You know, I think it was in 2006. 2004. I think there was maybe there for 2 years. It was 2005. I think that's when then I joined Touchline.
Okay.
So at Touchline also they also said Kickoff magazine. They also wanted a photographer. They wanted to improve their sports photograph.
Yeah.
So all Backpage Peaks. From Backpage Peaks, it was no longer about paperwork. It was no longer about, you know, I was not ashamed anymore.
Yes.
You know, about the portfolio. The portfolio speaks itself now.
Yes.
You know, I've done my work, I've done everything, you know. So it was just the hard work, not only the name, but this guy can deliver.
Yes.
So that's how I end up leaving Backpage Peaks and then joined Touchline.
Yeah.
And Touchline also had a contract with Kickoff magazine. So they wanted to improve their soccer magazines strongly.
Yeah.
So they thought like this is a good candidate.
Sure.
Yeah. Also there it was also being recommended by another photographer, Lee Warren. So that's how. But Lee Warren also told me that it was not about affirmative action.
Yeah.
Here it's about a good photographer, a person who can deliver. It's got nothing to do with your color.
Yeah.
It's just to do with your work.
I want to get quickly to there because we're about to wrap up to the stage where we talk about your work and how it differs. And then how did you end up where you are now at Galo?
I think hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
You know, hard work and dedication.
Do you apply? Do they hunt you?
Oh, hard work and dedication. Oh, yeah. No, actually, as I did say it, at
Touchline.
At Backpage,
yes.
They also same things hired me. How can I put it? Shall I say hired?
Yes.
I did not apply.
Yes.
Yes.
They saw your work.
They saw my work.
Yes.
I did not apply. That's what I said earlier. It was no longer about me giving them my paperwork or portfolio. So
they already know what you can do.
Yeah, they already know what I can do. Same things also at Touchline.
Yes.
It's exactly the same things.
Okay.
Actually, at Touchline also, Kickoff magazine even wrote a small a column. They said new signing. You know, like as if signing a soccer player.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, so I was hired.
Yes.
You know. Yeah, I was hired.
Yes.
Thank Mudimu, I was hired. I did not apply. Thank God. Everything is all God. So from there, and then Touchline was bought by Galo Images. So also they were like, what do you call it? But from Touchline,
absorbed.
Then to Galo Images. Yeah. So that's where I am now at Galo Images, and then and then everything's. But all I said, if anyone wants to do sports photography, it's I think dedication and hard work is the most important thing.
Yeah.
But also love what you're doing. It's very important to love what you're doing.
Yeah.
And also have a equipment. But if you have a 7200, you can still shoot soccer. Nice pictures. Because if you look now, 99% of the players now, they celebrate towards the post, at the post.
Yes. So they are next to you.
So they're next to you. So if you have got 7,200, it's so easy to get them.
Yeah.
So like a person wants to pursue sports photography, don't worry about it. Don't have a 600, don't have a 400, don't have a 300. With that other one, you can still get the best pictures.
Yeah.
People will never even know that, hey, you shot with 7,200.
Yeah.
You know, and also no rush. You know, don't pressurize yourself. There's a lot of sports that's happening.
Yeah.
You can go to, like, for example, myself, I was doing Sundowns and ladies and Royal AM Hollywood beds.
Yes.
But what I'm trying to say, if you talk about the standard, some people don't want to do those things anymore.
They want to do big games.
They want to do big games only.
Yes,
you know?
I understand.
Yeah, so now we still, if they say go to this one, small one, you go. I don't look any.
If you're in Atteridgeville, you've got a camera.
Yes.
Sports is always playing the weekend.
Yes.
Go there, practice. The more you shoot, the more you work.
Yeah, the more you shoot, the more you work. Because if you shoot big games, there's a lot of pressure there.
Yes.
Lot of pressure, and also doesn't give you time to smarter how to shoot, because everything's very fast, and sometimes you might go to like the derby, then you find the playing is not the same as when you go to the small one. The small one, they shoot quickly.
Yes.
I mean, they dribble and do all sorts of things. You can get the best action pictures there. You know, so for me, if somebody wants to do photography, think of those kind of things also.
All right. But you've got memorable pictures that you've took. I mean, you've been shooting for long.
I've got a lot. But 2010 was also a highlight, and then the derby, Kaizer Chiefs Pirates, also a highlight from in the start of my career.
So let's say someone from Soshanguve who likes taking pictures, and he thinks he has now developed a good eye for taking pictures. He does not have a contract with any media house. Sundowns is playing TP Mazembe in Atteridgeville. He does not have a media access card. What does he do? Does he approach Sundowns? Does he approach the league? How does it work?
So those kind of games for CAF, and then you can approach Sundowns first. You can approach the media office of Sundowns.
Yes.
And at the media office of Sundowns, 99% they will help you out. If they're not helping you out, you can also contact CAF.
Okay.
There's a media office here of CAF here in South Africa when there's CAF games are playing.
Yes.
So between the two, definitely they will help you out.
They organize. They tell you the pros.
A temporary one for that match. But for PSL, you will have to go through PSL, which is the media officer there is Fatuani. So you have to go through the PSL. There's a PSL portal that you apply there. So normally PSL, they are the one who gonna. I think you will explain yourself also.
I'm shooting for who?
Yes, I'm shooting for you, or I'm a freelancer.
I'm gonna sell when I get them.
Yes.
And then do you pay those agencies?
No. For you, when you start, you don't. It's not even say you're gonna sell, but you can, because at the end of the day, they're shooting to sell.
Yes.
But you can just say, if you don't have a company at the moment, you can say I'm a freelancer.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they will have to. You have to deal with them. But 99% they are not. They are fussy, but not fussy. I mean, if you are doing these things, then definitely they will always help you.
Sure. So Chiefs is playing Pirates, the biggest game in the continent, very soon. I would understand that not everyone is going to be accommodated. In such things, how does it work?
When it comes to those kind of big games, sometimes some won't be accommodated because there's a big number of photographers. But once you have the PSL card, you have a PSL card, it's very rare that they might refuse you.
Yes.
It's very rare. But if they see that you don't always come to their games.
Yes.
But now you see this is a very huge big game.
You want to go.
That's where maybe they may not recommend. They may not reconsider you first than the other next.
Others, yes, I understand.
But it's very rare that they will say no to you.
So let's say, do you target games? Let's say you see the weekend is coming. You want to go and play. You want to go and shoot. Maybe in Johannesburg Stadium, Loftus. This is how you plan your day. How do you know that you are going to go? You might get there, you find too many photographers, and they say, no, we've already reached the limit. How do you plan that thing? Do you apply in time? They give you license for that weekend? Because this is a master class. You want to understand how it works.
No, for those kind of games, you apply in time. Like, for example, if you already have the PSL card.
Yes.
Then everything is fine. But if you have to go and shoot a game like the derby that's
Yes.
coming, they already given us the like accreditation to apply in 2 weeks time.
Yes.
So they give you a deadline.
Okay.
So if you don't apply, if the deadline reaches and you didn't apply, then unfortunately they may not, but 100% then they will say that everything is closed.
Yeah.
But if it comes to any PSL games except the derby, then at any time with your PSL card you just go. You don't need to apply for any. The only thing that you can apply for Kaizer Chiefs, Kaizer Chiefs or Pirates not playing together is just for parking. Yeah. But Super Sports United playing against Amazulu, you just rock up with your media accreditation, and then everything is sorted.
Okay.
Only the biggest games that like derby that you have to apply.
Do you have
Bafana also you must apply. Bafana is separate. Bafana you must also apply also.
Okay.
Yes, but also if you apply in time and then before the closing date, there is no problem.
Okay, and then the type of licensing, you are taken there to go and shoot pictures, and then you shoot videos. Would maybe a photographer be expected to produce videos, and then what happens when you produce videos? Let's say you shoot Shalule doing his moves, you've got him on stills, and in the second goal you already know these shots I've got. Now you want to shake a video. Is that allowed?
No, for video, no, it's not allowed for video.
Okay.
For video, it's not allowed. For video, it's not allowed because it's what happened. It's
you don't have rights.
You don't have a rights. The only people who have got the right is Super Sports.
Yes.
Super Sports Multi-Choice, PSL.
Okay.
Those are the ones who've got the rights to do music. To do videos.
Sure.
And then for us, at the moment for the pictures, my pictures doesn't belong to me. Also, the license is Gallo, so the pictures belongs to Gallo Images. So I just go there and shoot on behalf of Gallo Images. I don't own. Yes, I submit. I don't own anything. It's all Gallo Images.
Yes.
And then there are other people who are there also shooting for nowadays social media, Instagram.
Yes.
Those pictures belongs to them because they are freelancers. They post the stuff on social media.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, then my pictures when I upload to Gallo Images. Then Gallo Images also have got contract with media houses.
Yes.
Media houses like all the media houses in South Africa, then they can access the pictures.
Yes.
Yeah, from Gallo Images.
Yes. Then they choose which one. Yeah.
And then I think earlier you did mention that if let's take you have shot a lot of pictures.
Yes.
Yeah. Still, even if I shot a lot of pictures, the pictures that I give Gallo is for Gallo. The ones that are unedited stuff, I call it unedited.
Yeah.
I have to trash them.
Okay.
Because even if I keep them to see them, but they're not my pictures.
You can't use them.
I can't use them. It's Gallo's pictures. It's Gallo Images pictures.
Okay, so if on a typical Soweto derby, how plus 1 minute, okay, let me just say a typical soccer match, 45 minutes, 50 minutes each, 50 minutes each. So about 100, and you start before the game and you're still going to shoot after the game. So it's almost 3 hours.
Yes.
How many pictures plus minus you will shoot on a match day?
Yeah, on a match day, like for the derby, even this 1,000 easy, 1,000 pictures easy. Actually, 3,000. I can shoot 3,000. Easy, yeah.
So
3,000 easy. Yeah.
No, that's too much.
It's too much. Yeah, 3,000 easy. Yeah, it's too much. It's not. It's too much.
And in that match day, how many pictures they can use?
Then you have to select. 5? Yeah, you have to select the pictures. Like on the match day, the picture that I must actually give them the best one, not to repeat the pictures. Maybe from 80, 70.
You submit.
70, 80, 50. Yes. More than 50. And then I submit. And then if I get home, then I still feel like different pictures that those are still nice also. Yes. Then I can still upload them again. Like the game, Sundowns versus the recent one in Loftus. Yes, that one I submitted 300 and something. I think it was for the first time after such a long time.
Yes.
Also submitting just 300. And I look, that was not repeat. It was just triple pictures. Yes. I actually even stopped. I said, no, I'm not.
It's too much.
It's too much. Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. So that's where the problem is. But also, you know,
is it the game against Raja? Was it the final one?
The previous one. Which one? When they were playing the recent one, it was. I think it was.
They were playing in Africa.
when they came back from Africa, Tuesday.
Oh no, this recent one. No, okay.
The recent one, the recent one. So you see, also sometimes it's also depend on the game.
Yeah.
The one that they play against TP Mazembe.
Yes.
I only submitted 112.
Yeah.
You know, so I can see I don't have the same pictures, but also what you normally do also for the like upcoming photographers, you also look for us now. I was also looking more for Tembiko's Lodge. You know, it's new, so I'm trying to get as many pictures as I can.
Yes.
But I think I'll try to get it more and more, but I'll reduce now.
Yes.
So then now it's there now. Then look out for other players.
You are listening to what the story is.
Yes.
You are trying to fit the story different angles. I understand. Makes sense. Yeah.
You know. So him, I'll put even the new signings about him where it was more of a story for him to bet Sundowns. So as I say, later on then I'll start maybe getting 5, 10, then put it there.
Yeah.
And it's not the same anymore.
Yeah. His first goal, for instance.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Yeah.
And then, are you able to disclose what cameras are you shooting?
Yeah, the camera that I'm using now, that's a D5 Nikon, a 2. Yeah, and 7200. Yeah, and then the 400. Yeah.
7200 is full frame.
Yes, full frame. Yeah, all of them. Yeah, full frame. Yeah.
What lens do you use there?
No, the other one is a 400, straight 400.
400
like no zoom in, like just a straight
400.
Yeah, yes.
On the D5.
Yeah, on the D5, both D5. And the D5, the other D5 400, the other D5 7200.
Are you using two D5s?
Two D5s, same cameras.
And then 7200?
7200 also to D5, but same 72. Yeah, it's same camera. The bodies are all the same.
Yeah.
It's just the lenses that you just swap.
Yeah. So this, so on your kit, the one that you sit with on the touch line, you have about 3 cameras, and you've got a laptop.
Yeah, it's 2.
Yes, 2 laptops.
Yeah, No,
two cameras.
Two cameras. And a laptop. Yeah.
Short lens and a telelens.
Yes.
And then with a laptop.
Yeah, with a laptop, yes.
So is it old school? You have to remove memory card, or you've already linked the camera?
No, it's still the old school. You still have to remove the memory card. You remove the memory card. You
put it on your camera.
What you call a card reader.
Yes.
Card reader, and then to card reader, and then download the pictures. After download the pictures, then you must write template.
Yes.
Yeah, they will send you a template.
Yes.
But then you must add the names.
There.
Yeah, you must add the names like a Tembiko's Lodge of Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes.
Tackled by so and so.
Yes.
Yeah. So those kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then you come back, take the card
from
again.
Then I send it again quickly by halftime. Sorry about this.
Yes.
Then I send it by halftime.
Yeah.
Before halftime I send, and before halftime I must send pictures.
Yes.
And then also towards the almost the halftime when you have something, then you must still send.
Yes.
And halftime again you must still send pictures.
Yes.
And then also in the middle of the second half you must still send pictures again. And then also then you send the full match, man of the match.
Yes.
And then the rest then you can still send it later. Yeah.
So we've got about 5 submissions.
Yeah.
2 during the first half.
Yes.
1 main one during break.
Yes.
And then
after the second one, and then you still send again.
Yeah. And post match.
And
then the overall day.
Yeah, in the overall game. Yeah.
So almost you work from morning until evening when you get home.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But for people from overseas, for Wana, it's so those who are shooting the World Cup.
Yeah.
Even the World Cup and a lot of big events.
Yes.
Even the AFCON now.
Yes.
Wana, now they just shoot. Pictures goes to in a desk. Someone's sitting somewhere there. Maybe someone said the media office, or maybe someone's in London.
Yes.
So they just shoot. They don't write anything. All they do is shoot. So that's why they don't also miss any picture.
Yes.
Because their job is to shoot, only to concentrate on shooting. Pictures just drop.
Snap.
People just drop.
Do they transfer or it automatically?
No, they don't transfer anything.
Automatically sits on their machine, and the machine.
No, it sits on someone's machine.
From camera to someone's machine.
Yes. Yeah, they put a transmitter there.
Yes.
On the camera.
Yeah.
So they put a transmitter. So they just all they do is just shoot. So the transmitter transmit the pictures there.
Someone makes the captions and they know what they're doing, and then
they
it
know
just
what
goes.
they're doing. Yes. Even us also, we do have the transmitter. Yeah, but it's just unfortunately, almost all of us, even at the desk, we are also photographers.
Yes.
So the Reuters, AFP, they've got dedicated person who's not a photographer.
Yeah.
The job is to receive the pictures, and there's a dedicated someone who's also the job is to write tablets.
Yes.
So those guys, within a second or 2 seconds, the pictures are already on the system. So you can't beat them. You see, so that's how the technology now at the moment it is.
It's
so,
flying. It's flying.
You can't beat them.
Yeah.
You can't beat them at all. So, and it's not one. I mean, if you go to a match like those matches like English football, I mean, you find that 6-7 photographers there.
Yeah.
From one company.
Even.
And all within 5 minutes, you'll see everything's on the system. It's dropping.
So how far have you traveled?
I traveled to America, went to Australia, Sydney, Africa, almost half of African, like all those, Nigeria, Botswana, Algeria, Egypt.
So when you go to a country like
Germany and USA,
So when you go to a country like Botswana, you drive yourself
Botswana
there?
Drive myself there. Botswana, Swaziland,
Mozambique,
drove,
Zimbabwe.
Those two places I drove, And then the other places, sometimes we're going as a team by bus.
Okay.
Yeah. But those Botswana, Swaziland, they are drove straight.
So if you go into Nigeria, you fly in there?
Nigeria, and then you fly in,
with your team? Or
No, with alone. You'll get, if Afana playing there, you'll meet them there.
I understand it's very difficult to cross boundaries.
It's very, very
to cross boundaries with machines, with
machines,
cameras and stuff.
Very, very difficult.
What happens there?
It's very difficult. Sometimes, it's just the hostile there, like, people don't understand why you're there, Even if they know there's a sporting, but they're just like, no, but you're not allowed to come with cameras here, You have to go, but luckily you have to go to customers first here in South Africa.
Yes.
But you must also go to their customers there also. And sometimes, when you, like, I remember, we're in, Congo, and the late Rama team hall. When you get there, our passport, they stamp out, and we just arrive. So, but then after they went, you don't see that the stamp. But when you look, they ask them, "Hey, look at my passport."
Are they not frustrating you deliberately?
They
so
do,
so you can you can bribe.
You can bribe, So bribe there, most of the times it works a lot, So you can bribe. But now, I must say also now, people like from Backpage Peaks and other people now, I think it's much easier than it used to be.
Yeah.
Because when they're there now, they can get a team. Like, it's still tough, but at least it's easy if you go there as a bigger team, like as journalists and photographers together.
So when you were in Strogelo, with your girlfriend then, what was she studying?
She was studying human resource management.
And then how did she become a photographer?
She just, at the end, like, I think she just fell in love with it, maybe because she long time she used to take, not the way, she used to always take pictures. But then after, I think she just also decided, like, she wanted to do, like, also she didn't get a job that time, but she decided, like, what, let me do this sports photography also. But she's also mixing. She's doing both sides, like sports and news, entertainment, whatever. She freelanced also to Gallo Images.
Oh, okay.
She also freelanced at Gallo Images, but not as a sports photographer, but as just a photographer, like doing news and entertainment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But she loves sports also. We always together. She loves sports. So she just also fell in love. Then I taught her how to take pictures.
Yeah.
Even the other brother Sam, also both, he works for Backpage Peaks now.
Okay.
So also showed them the ropes, this is what they must do. But then also they developed their own way of styling.
Sam Kisbara or your brother?
The brother.
Your direct brother?
Yeah.
Okay. Kishivambu.
Kishivambu.
Okay. And then tell me about royalty. Tell me about him.
Royalty, so I'm setting. Royalty, Royalty is my son. He's an artist, a musician. He loves hip hop. Now he's studying here at Boston, and he loves hip hop. He's very talented, hard worker. He started rapping at the age of 4. So I'm happy with his development now. He also he also edit his own music video, and mixing, and it's always good to give him, to do it, and then he can learn from there. And then when things change, then we'll see how it goes. But he released a lot of mixtapes, singles, stuff is there in YouTube. Royalty, You know, yeah. And royalty comes from Bukosi. His other middle name is Bukosi.
Oh.
So he changed it to royalty. Royalty is RAWYALTE.
Royalty.
Yeah, royalty. So Bukosi is like, yeah, it's not like a royalty. I'm gonna there's royalty, that other one, but he's royalty. But this, but all of us in Africa, we're supposed to become from Bukosi.
Yes.
We all in there, you know. So, but now I like the way it is now. It's developed big time. I think South Africa must watch out, you know.
Yeah.
It's coming. The world must watch out. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming.
Yes, they understand.
It's knocking, yeah.
Yeah, and then, you know, I always ask people, you've got tons and tons of experience. What do you hope to achieve next? What's the next big thing? Are you going to have a company registered where you are freelancing, where you are getting other people, or are you going to open a shooting academy? What is the plans? Or now you just want to concentrate on working?
Now we'll see how things goes. Now it's just more of a work, which is you are like, I mean, I've got managers Lance and Bruce and Paul, you know. So at the moment I don't know what the future holds, but at the moment I'm happy where I am at Gallo Images, you know. Yes. Okay,
no, I understand. Anything in closing that you want to say because you've got lots of fans? The best way, I think, if like, you know, just, you know, do your stuff, you know, don't worry about the next man. Do what you love. Concentrate on what you love, you know, and small or big, you know, go out and go and do it, you know. I think for me, if you carry on doing that way, you know, and there's a lot of opportunities. Not the opportunities are the same as when I started, you know. The opportunities, there's lots of opportunities now, because your pictures can be seen today by anyone now on social media. Yes,
so it's not the same as those times, you know. So take advantage of that also. Yes, you know.
So now, as we speak, Sundowns has been dominating South African football for a long time now. They are winning everything. Is it boring? That's number one. Is it boring? And you're a sports photographer, but majority of your pictures are soccer. Do you want to explain any of those? The first question is Sundowns. The other is
it boring?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I will say yes. It's good for Sundowns that are winning. Yes. But it's starting to be boring now because you're more or less getting the same pictures, because the players, the award ceremonies is the same. Everything is the same, you know. So it's not that I mean, sorry, Sundown fans. I know that I hate Sundowns. You know, I'm in Pretoria. But the team that I look, when we are working, we're working. But there's a team that I also support. But when I'm working, I'm neutral, completely neutral. But it is starting to be boring because, you know, for example, I was saying the other day, but jokingly, I said. Actually, not really joking. I said, you know, Peter Shall really always do this, you know? So sometimes I miss the picture, and people get excited that, hey, we got that picture. But I said, that picture, I can still get it next week. I can still get it another week. All the time. Because it's always the same. You know, so you can always get it every time. Unless if maybe it's another player that he scores, then you're not going to get anything. You know, then you know, so it's starting to be bored, because you also want the excitement, you know, the excitement of other teams also to do well. It's the same as ladies also. The ladies also the same things for Sundowns. You know, they're also but you can see if the other team were actually to win, you were definitely going to get something different, you know.
And then shooting other sports?
Other sports, I'm shooting cricket this week. I'll be shooting cricket. Also, I do shoot cricket. I do shoot rugby. I do shoot what you call again boxing. You know, athletics. Even I'm gonna shoot the athletics.
How difficult is it to shoot boxing?
Boxing is very difficult.
Because I mean, those front seats are very expensive. And you can't shoot from above. You're not a drone. And shooting across the ropes.
So you have to be go close a little bit. Actually, it's like maybe not really putting your head there, because they can.
And the VIPs next to the seat.
The VIP are also sitting there. So there's a dedicated seat for us. But it's not comfortable. Because people at the back, they are paid a lot of money to come and watch there. But you must always kneel, so you'll be tired when you finish boxing, because you must always be like even the time when Cassper Nyovest
up
most of the times. When Cassper Nyovest, I think Cassper Nyovest also was fighting.
Sun City.
Pretty ugly. At the Sunbet Arena. there, if you were still coming, you missed it because it was first round and just few seconds. So in boxing, it also teaches you must be ready immediately. Must be ready.
Yeah,
you know.
No.
You must be ready.
No, thank you very much.
Thanks, my brother. Thanks so much. Thanks, Kalibu, man. Okay, thank you.